let's discuss the similarities and differences between the all-American sport of baseball and the most British of activities, cricket.
Baseball and cricket are arguably the two most well-known members of the bat and ball family of games. While the basic principles are the same, the two games differ in their rules, technology, number of players, field size, and many other things.
What is the aim of the game? In both baseball and cricket, players attempt to score the most points, and these are known as runs. They basically do this by hitting the ball with a bat and running.
I see why they called it that now.
The opposing team field the ball. They attempt to prevent scoring and get batting players out.
In baseball, the batting side's objective is to score runs by hitting the ball into the park and by advancing runners between the four bases positioned at the corner of the diamond-shaped pitch to home plate. The fielding team aims to get batting players out by catching the ball after it is struck, or by touching first base with the ball before they reach it. There are three ways for a player to reach base: a hit, which is not fielded by a player, a walk, and the player is awarded first base if the pitcher hits the batter with the ball. The pitcher has to throw the ball into the strike zone. The batter has 3 chances to hit the ball, but 3 strikes and you're out. If the pitcher throws 4 balls not in the strike zone before the batter strikes out or hits the ball into play, then the batter gets to take the first base.
The object of the game of cricket is to score runs when batting and to get the opposing team's batsman out when it's their turn. There are 4 main ways a batsman is out: bowled out by the ball hitting the wickets, caught out, run out, or given an LBW. That's when the ball is in line to hit the wickets, but hits the batsman's leg. There are actually 10 ways to get out, but some are a bit obscure. A run between the wickets counts as 1, a ball that rolls to the boundary scores 4, and a ball that lands on the other side of the boundary makes 6 runs.
So how many players are there? A Major League Baseball team carries 26 active players, with the 27th player allowed for double headers. Additionally, after September the 1st, teams are permitted to carry 28 players for the remainder of a regular season, with the roster reverting to 26 players for the postseason. There are 9 players in the starting lineup. One team takes turns to bat, while the other fields. One batter steps up to the plate. Of the fielding team, one is a pitcher, who throws the ball to the batter, and one is a catcher, who stands behind the batter.
There are 11 players in a cricket team. 2 players will bat while the opposing team fields. The ball is bowled towards the batsman by the bowler. A catcher called a wicket-keeper is positioned behind the batsman. Cricket has 36 different fielding positions. These have fabulously weird names like silly mid-on and short square leg.
Let's take a look at the equipment used to play the games.
The bat.
A baseball bat is a smooth wooden or metal club, about 2.5 inches in diameter at the hitting end, tapering to a narrower handle, and culminating in a knob.
Dirty mug. A cricket bat is flat rather than cylindrical and is usually made out of willow.
The ball. The baseball is about the size of an adult's fist, around 9 inches or 23 centimeters in circumference. It has a rubber or cork center, wound in yarn and covered in white cowhide with red stitching. A pitcher can throw a variety of different pitches, the most basic being a fastball, where the pitcher throws the ball as hard as he can. Some pitchers are able to throw a fastball at a speed over 100 miles per hour. Other type of pitches are the curveball, slider, changeup, cutter, sinker, screwball, forkball, split-fingered fastball, slurve, knuckleball, and Vulcan. Wow!
A cricket ball is hard. It has a seam of 6 rows of stitches attaching the leather shell of the ball to the string and cork interior. They're heavier than a baseball ball, but also smaller. A cricket ball is traditionally red, but white and sometimes pink balls are used in limited over games, which are often floodlit. In cricket, a ball is bowled overarm rather than thrown, and there are different types of bowlers. Fast bowlers, as the name suggests, use pace as a weapon. Swing, seam and spin bowlers aim to make the ball change its course to outwit the batsman. Players will attempt to modify the ball's behaviour in their favour by polishing the ball on one side or wetting it with sweat or saliva. This is legal. However, the acts of rubbing other substances into the ball, scratching the surface or picking at the seam are not.
Protective gear. In baseball, everyone in the defending team wears a large leather glove, known as a mitt, to help them catch and throw the ball. Protective helmets are also standard equipment for all batters, and some pitchers choose to wear them too. Pitchers may use a small lather of rosin to the fingers in order to increase their grip on the ball. Catchers wear a mask-type helmet with a face cage and protection for the throat, chest and legs.
In cricket, the wicket-keeper and the batters wear protective clothing because of the hardness of the ball and the speed of its delivery, which can be over 90 miles per hour. These protective items include knee and shin pads, batting gloves or wicket-keeper's gloves, a safety helmet and a box for male players inside the trousers to protect the crotch area. I knew you'd start that! There's knobs and crotches and things. The only fielders allowed to wear some of those protective items are those in positions very close to the batter. Batting.
A baseball swing is explosive. The ball needs to go over the outfield fence for a home run. The batter rotates their whole body through the ball. Each team is only guaranteed 27 at-bats in a game. The number of at-bats a team gets is determined by the number of hits they get in an inning.
In cricket, the amount of force used to hit the ball is less than in baseball. In cricket, a batsman is more often dealing with alignment, deflection and control. More power is unleashed when a batsman hits a six. A cricketer only bats once in each innings. If he's out for a duck, which means first ball, he doesn't get the chance to try again. By the way, it's called a duck because the batter scored nil or 0, which is the same shape as a duck's egg. In baseball, sometimes you hear the term goose egg when a team doesn't score any runs.
Duration. Baseball games last just over 3 hours on average. There's no time limit. The longest ever professional baseball game lasted 8 hours and 6 minutes.
Cricket has 3 formats. The test match between countries takes place over 5 days. County matches tend to last 2 or 3 days. Then there are one-day games and 2020s, where each team gets 20 overs to bowl to the opposing team, with 6 bowls in each over. Origin and history.
The game of baseball evolved from older bat and ball games already played in England by the mid-18th century. Immigrants brought the game to North America, where the modern version developed. By the late 19th century, baseball was widely recognized as the national sport of the United States.
The exact origins of cricket are unknown, but they are believed to date back to the 16th century, the name deriving from the Anglo-Saxon word crick, meaning a shepherd's staff. It is thought that the first players were English shepherds who used their cricks as bats and the wicket gate of the sheep pens as a target for the bowlers.
In the UK, we also have rounders, played at school, which has similarities to baseball. Are you a baseball or a cricket fan? Do you play either of these sports? Why not comment below and let us know.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share with a friend and subscribe to us on YouTube.